So welcome to our humble abode, the Milnerton Ashram in Cape Town. And today is the very auspicious Disappearance Day of Srinivas Acharya. And I'd like to read a little section for you. And that tail you can see flicking behind me is our little friend from Brazil. You can hear her now too. Shamasundri Devi Dasi. Maybe she'll let you see more of her just now. After Srinivas had attained mastery of the Gaudiya Vaishnava scriptures, Sri Jiva and the other Vaishnavas in Braj ordered him, Narottam and Shamananda, to take manuscripts of these invaluable books to Bengal in an ox cart. They set off on the Shukla Panchami of Agayan month. It was a long and dangerous trip, but they were able to cover the greater part of the distance without any trouble. Upon arriving in the Hindu kingdom of Banavishnupur, they felt that the danger was over. However, a rumor had reached the capital of Vishnupur that a rich merchant was traveling to Puri with a valuable cargo of merchandise. Birhambir, the ruler of Banavishnupur, was also the leader of a gang of highwaymen. When he heard that a cargo of great value was passing through his territory, he asked an astrologer to divine the truth of the rumors. The astrologer confirmed that the chest being carried on the ox cart was indeed of great value. The king immediately sent a group of robbers to steal the chest, thinking that it contained gold and jewels and certainly not a number of manuscripts. He specified to the robbers that they should kill no one. The robbers first worshipped the goddess Chandi, then sent out a spy who returned to report that everyone in the group accompanying the ox cart was sleeping in exhaustion after eating their evening meal. The robbers felt that Chandi had mercifully given them a golden opportunity to make the raid. They swooped down and seized the ox cart and the books and turned them over to the king of Vishnupur. When Birhambir saw the large chest, he was delighted at the prospect of finding large booty inside. How disappointed he must have been to see nothing but books. He turned to the astrologer and asked him how he could have made such a mistake. The astrologer answered, "I can't understand it. Every time I made my calculations, I came up with the same conclusion. This chest is full of priceless jewels. It is incredible. I don't know where my calculations could have gone wrong." The mere sight of the holy books had a purifying effect on the king, however, and he regretted having stolen them. Indeed, he desired to meet with the Acharya, who owned them, the Granthacharya. That night he had a dream in which this spiritual master appeared to him, and this pacified him somewhat. The next morning, Srinivas, Narottam and Shamananda awoke to find the chest of books missing. They searched everywhere, but when they failed to find any clue of the books' whereabouts, they felt so depressed that they considered killing themselves. Some local villagers saw the distressed condition of the three Vaishnavas and immediately suspected the robber king Birhambir. Srinivas made further inquiries and was assured that he would be able to find more information from the king himself. The three Vaishnavas felt some hope and abandoned their suicidal intentions. Srinivas Acharya decided to remain in Vishnupur in the hope that he would be able to recover the manuscripts, but he sent Narottam to Kesari and Shamananda to Orissa. While staying in Vishnupur, Srinivas heard from a Brahmin named Krishna Ballabha that Birhambir liked to listen to Srimad Bhagavatam and daily attended classes. On the next day, Srinivas went with this Brahmin to the hall where the Bhagavat classes were held. The Brahmin introduced Srinivas to the king as a great Vaishnava, and the king indeed observed the characteristics of a great person in him and was attracted to him. The king expressed a desire to hear Srinivas speak on the Bhagavat, and Srinivas agreed, thinking that this might be a good opportunity to recover the books. So he started to deliver lectures on the Bhagavat on a daily basis. The king was enchanted by Srinivas's unprecedented explanations of the Bhagavad in his sweet voice. Srinivas Acharya preached Mahaprabhu's Dharma both through speaking on the Bhagavad and Kirtan, while Narottam and Shamananda primarily used the medium of Kirtan. Each of them had his own particular style of singing Kirtan, by which they intoxicated their listeners with devotional ecstasy. The styles that these three acharyas developed were named Manohar Sahi, Garana Hati, and Rainati. Unfortunately, these styles of kirtan are no longer extant. Birhambir arranged for a secluded dwelling to be given to Srinivas Acharya. One day, when he had the opportunity to find the king alone in his apartments, Srinivas recounted the entire story of his journey from Raj and the theft of the manuscripts. The king immediately confessed, showing great sorrow for his misdeed, and had the chest of books returned to its owner. Greatly relieved, Srinivas immediately sent messengers to Narottam, Shamananda, and Vrindavan with the good news. In the course of time, Birhambir and his entire entourage all took initiation from Srinivas and dedicated their entire lives and wealth to him. At initiation, Birhambir was given the name Chaitanya Das. After staying in Van Vaishnupur for some time, Srinivas Acharya returned to his maternal grandfather's house in Jajigram. Then he set off on another tour of Katwa, Nabadvip, and other important towns in Bengal. Srinivas respected Narahari Sarkar of Srikant greatly and was also very devoted to his saintly mother. When Narahari heard Srinivas's mother express a desire to see her son married, he gave him the order to do so. Even prior to receiving this order, Srinivas had received the same command from Advaita Acharya in a dream. Though he felt somewhat ashamed, he realized that he could not ignore the wishes of Narahari, his mother, and Advaita Prabhu. He thus agreed to get married and was wed to Ishvari, the devoted daughter of Gopal Chakravarti of Jajigram. It is not always easy to understand the divine activities of Mahaprabhu's devotees. Only someone who is totally surrendered to the Lord and his devotees can comprehend their glories. Is that correct, Mr. Ramdas? Yes, it's correct. Hare Krishna.